This is a Photoshop tutorial to introduce the timeline and smart objects working with a video timeline to create an animation using two layers that were created in a previous video. I have my fire hydrant, which is its own layer from a previous video, but now I want to animate this fire hydrant so it moves across the screen as if it were a character. First, I'm going to have you under the window menu, open the timeline. Under the timeline, I'm going to choose Create Video Timeline. Then I will click on Create Video Timeline, move this up a little bit, and make it so that I can see the layers. By default, we are set at 5 seconds long, where this position tool tells us that it is basically, I think this is every 30 frames, makes a second. So this is 30 frames per second. I can select the fire hydrant, show that there's 3 values: position, opacity, and style. But I actually want to use transform rather than position. This can be done by converting the fire hydrant layer into a small smart object. With the layer selected, I can select down here and convert to smart object. With it now a smart object, you'll see under the fire hydrant, we now have the transform property. What I'm going to do at first is I'm going to click on this little watch to the left of the transport property. This is going to generate a keyframe. Keyframes are values saved for that particular property, and when I move the marquee forward, then I can set new keyframes. This is often helpful so I can have a pause between anything happening. So right now there's a keyframe where the fire hydrant hasn't moved or changed, and then I'm going to, after this is about 8 frames, be able to make a change. So I'll move forward 3 frames, and now I'm going to use the transform tool. So I can say edit transform, free transform, which will create a box around the image. I can also use Command T, which is much easier. With this available, I now have available, I can scale, rotate, and move the object any way, and all those any of those 3 values will be saved. So I'm going to just move it slightly and maybe rotate it. And I hit return to confirm those values. Now you can see I have a new keyframe created, and I can hit playback and we'll see the movement. I can continue along in my animation making multiple changes. Command T, make an adjustment, move, hit return, review those changes, and then continue onward. I'm also able to move my keyframes if I need to. If I want to have them closer or further apart, then I can do so. If I stand on the keyframe and hit Command T, it'll remember what left off, and I can make subtle changes, and then it'll save them after I hit return, and we don't get a new keyframe. We just have an updated keyframe. I'm going to now advance to a completed version of this project. With this final version of the project, you'll see that the fire hydrant stands still for a moment, walks across. You can see with it not only walking across, it is resizing, getting bigger, and then it makes a little leap off screen, returns to the other side, and comes back, allowing me to make a complete loop. In our next video, we will go over how to export this as a video or GIF.